Sorry I have not updated in a long time. I've been busy, so I never really had the time to do an update. But now I have the time to do one, a quick one anyway. So 95L right here, medium chance of formation. It could briefly acquire subtropical features. And over here in the East Pacific, we have 92E right here. And we have a few other disturbances over here. And we could get 3 named storms out of these if they all form, which could bring the named storms in the East Pacific higher than the Atlantic. For the past weeks, month, the Atlantic has been ahead, but the East Pacific could take the role in most named storms at this point. That's just something I thought I'd mention. Over here is 92E, which I can't really tell where the center is, but you can see there is a lot of convection. So I guess that's there. 95L, you can kind of tell where the center is. It's right there. And there's not really that much convection, except for probably in this area. That's where most of the convection is, probably. Okay, I don't really show the vorticities, but here is the vorticities. We have the vorticity of 95L right there, and that's usually what subtropical cyclones look like, when a vorticity anyway. So that's that. Over here we have the East Pacific, and we can see in the models that we do. Wait, we're dang, I'm too far in time. Thought the models changed, but wait. No, I am right. So apparently the models have changed just recently. It did show a system making landfall as a hurricane right here, but it doesn't show that anymore. And there is a few systems it shows forming, which is systems, I guess you could say. Now, since there's going to be systems forming in the East Pacific, that usually means the Atlantic's going to calm down. So we probably won't get... If 95L forms, we probably won't get the next named storm until probably early or late June. Well, most likely early to mid-July, I meant. We should get the next named storm. I always confuse June and July. And when we start getting more activity over here, we're going to start cooling down in the East Pacific. Or in other words, positive, negative, negative, positive. In other words. So, we could get Dolly. We also could get Boris. And some other named storms in the East Pacific, too. Now, this is the longest update I've done in a while. Usually because there's not really that much, there wasn't that much to talk about, because it was just Cristobal and that was it. But now we have actually quite a few stuff to talk about. And real quickly, before I end the update, a little point of mention is that we're already almost at $1 billion totals in damages this year. And based on so little far it is in the season, that's quite a lot of damage. So, again, this won't be above average. There's no telling if it will be below average. It could be hyperactive. And also, real quick, sorry I keep mentioning stuff. If you really have stuff to do, you can leave now, because this is not really anything important. But there is a lot of Saharan dust right here. The SAL, Saharan air layer right there. Saharan, Sahara, however you want to pronounce. I prefer Saharan a lot. So, there's all that dust. Now, this is the true end of the video if I don't come up with anything. This is the end of the update. I'll probably do one tonight if 95L becomes Dolly. So, have a good rest of your day. This is the end of Tropical Weather Updated's update. Goodbye.